GST collection surges in November. What it means? The Finance Ministry said that the recent trend of high GST revenues has been a result of various policy and administrative measures that had been taken in the past to improve compliance. Gross Goods and Services Tax (GST) revenue collection in November for sales in October rose 25.3% year on year to 1 crore 31 lakh 5,206 crore. This is the second highest revenue collection under GST ever since its rollout in July 2017, and has two specific triggers: a pickup in economic activity alongside multiple compliance measures and increased surveillance undertaken by the tax authorities. These compliance measures include auto-population of returns, blocking of e-way bills, and passing of input tax credit for non-filers taken by tax authorities for curbing evasion. GST collections at rupees 1 crore 41 lakh 384 crore in April this year, accounting for year-end sales at the highest level so far in the indirect tax regime. How much are the GST collections? Gross GST revenue collected in November is rupees 1,31,526 crore, out of which CGST, the tax levied on intra-state supplies of both goods and services by the central government, is rupees 23,978 crore. SGST, the tax levied on intra-state supplies of both goods and services by the states, is rupees 31,127 crore. IGST, tax levied on all interstate supplies of goods and services, is rupees 66,815 crore, including the 32,165 crore collected on import of goods, and cess is 9,606 crore, including 653 crore collected on import of goods. The government has settled rupees 27,273 crore to CGST and 22,655 crore to SGST from IGST as regular settlement. The total revenue of center and states after regular settlement in the month of November 2021 is rupees 51,251 crore for CGST and 53,782 crore for SGST. Center has also released rupees 17,000 crore to states, union territories towards GST compensation on November 3. What does the trend indicate? GST revenues have picked up pace, posting 25.3% year-on-year growth and 27% growth over pre-pandemic period of 2019-20. The tax authorities are also taking stringent compliance measures to improve compliance. The Finance Ministry said the recent trend of high GST revenues has been a result of various policy and administrative measures that have taken in the past to improve compliance. Central Tax Enforcement Agency along with the state counterparts have detected large tax evasion cases, mainly cases relating to fake invoices, with the help of various IT tools to developed by GSTN that use the return invoice and e-way bill data to find suspicious taxpayers, it said. A large number of initiatives undertaken in the last 1 year, like enhancement of system capacity, nudging non-filers after last date of filing of returns, auto-population of returns, blocking of e-way bills, and passing of input tax credit for non-filers has led to consistent improvement in the filing of returns over the last few months, it added. How has been the trend in recent months? What is the expected future trend? Gross GST revenue have stayed over rupees 1.30 lakh crore mark for the second straight month. The revenues for November are 25% higher than the GST revenues in the same month last year and 27% over 2019-20. During the month, revenues from import of goods were 43% higher and the revenues from domestic transactions were 20% higher than the revenues from these sources during the same month last year. For GST revenues collected in the respective region, states such as Maharashtra posted a 24% growth of GST revenues in November. Karnataka posted 31% growth, Gujarat posted 26% growth, and Tamil Nadu posted 10% growth. Tax experts said the uptrend in GST revenues has come in line with economic recovery and a significant increase in surveillance activity by tax authorities. The rise in GST revenues is likely to help the government to surpass its budget targets. MS Pani partner Deloitte India said the GST collection figures tie up with economic growth figures reportedly recently and indicate that the collection have now stabilized at a level which will enable crossing the GST revenue targets for financial year 22. There has been a significant increase in the GST surveillance activities in recent times based on the data available with the GSTN. This would have also contributed to the increased collection over and above the economic growth, which is the key driver of GST collections. Thank you.